Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new video, and if it's not welcome back, then please make sure to hit the subscribe button on this channel, as it helps me out quite a lot, and also it allows you to keep updated on uploads. Also, make sure to hit the like button on this video, as it helps out way more than you actually think. Like, trust me, all the support is always appreciated. In case you did not know, the last Unpopular Opinions video was about 4 months ago, which is quite insane. It really doesn't feel like it's been that long, but you know, here we are. It probably will get to a point where I keep doing these, but honestly, I don't mind. And well, as you can tell, it's kind of hard making Danganronpa content nowadays without reusing some of the same stuff. I mean, I'm sure people understand, but you know, yeah, anyways. We're gonna get straight into it, and I'm gonna read out some unpopular opinions right now. Andrew Pappas says, "Here's my unpopular opinion. Kaede, Ibuki, Seika, and Leon would make a really good band." I mean, what can I say? I guess that would be true. There's not really much to comment on, really. It's not really a popular opinion, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna move on to the next one because I don't know how to comment on this. Lord TDI says, I think that's how you say your name, Danganronpa V3 has the best executions overall, considering all of the executions in the game. Also, Sonya doesn't deserve as much hate as she gets, but also doesn't deserve to be treated as the best character of the whole game. Okay, so there's two unpopular opinions here, I actually didn't realize, but to talk about the first one real quick, Danganronpa V3 has the best execution of them all. I guess I can agree. Actually, you know what, I probably will agree. So Danganronpa 1's execution, obviously big spoilers, but Danganronpa 1's executions, a lot of them are good. There are some where I'm just like, oh, really? Is that what's gonna happen? And it also doesn't help that Execution 4, Execution 5 were kind of like cop-outs or like not really executions. I know Alter Ego did get an execution, but I don't know if I would count it, mainly just because it wasn't the Black Gun and it wasn't an actual person. And then obviously Execution 5 does not count because, well, Makoto lived, and I'm not counting the Kirigiri one either. That one did happen, but it's not canon, so I'm not going to count it at all. But you know, first execution, Danganronpa 1 was really good. The second one was good, it was just a little confusing, and you know, when you first play the game, you're just thinking, oh, well, how did that happen then? So, you know, it's not bad, but it is a bit confusing at first. The third one is good, and then I guess the last one's good too. The last one's kind of whatever, really, in my opinion. But when it comes to Danganronpa 2, let's see, the execution first, Teru was actually pretty good. The second execution, a lot of people don't like the second one, but I actually think it was pretty well done. I think it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's like one of the best, but I would also say it's probably pretty like, it's probably like in the middle, if I had to say. Execution 3 was god-awful. That one was just terrible, probably the worst execution in the entire series in my opinion. Execution 4 wasn't bad, but it was a bit too short, and it was a bit like, oh, wait, is that it? So, you know, not bad, but at the same time, just no impact. Well, not saying for the character, but I mean, like, impact of the actual, like, hit and whatnot. And then Execution 5 was just really good as well. And then there wasn't really an Execution 6, so I guess, yeah, Danganronpa V3 has the best ones. I'll go over the Danganronpa V3 ones now. Sorry that I ramble on talking a lot, that just happens with this series, and you know, people like it, so I like to have a discussion, so yeah. Let's see, V3, the first one was amazing, the second one was pretty good, the third one was not that good, the fourth one was pretty okay, I guess, and then Execution 5 was really good. And 6 was alright too, if it was a bit short and a bit like padding, but it was pretty good. I'm not going to count Ultra Despair Girls because, well, I honestly don't even remember the executions in that game. I think it was like, I don't even remember. I'm actually drawing a blank. I don't think there even was executions in that game. Either way, I definitely agree with this. I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion, but I would definitely agree that V3 has the entirely best executions for any of the characters in the entire series, because they actually have some impact and some oomph, and they don't end short-sightedly, apart from 1 or 2. And then Sonya doesn't deserve as much hate as she gets. I definitely agree with this. I see so much Sonya hate all over the internet. It's quite insane, but you know, it is what it is. She doesn't really do anything, so I can understand why people would hate her, but at the same time, I don't think she does anything that bad to warrant, you know, overwhelming hate. I love Sonia, I think she's a great character, and she did give some great laughs when I was playing Danganronpa 2. I'm sure many people out there will also say the same. But yeah, I agree, really. EB Spark 77 says, I don't understand why Ryoma gets so much backlash. Yeah, compared to the cast, he's more cold and depressive than the rest of the cast, except maybe Maki. But he's also, in my opinion, a relatable character. If you lost everyone you love, even losing your own talent, you'd be in the same mindset as Ryoma himself. His willingness to sacrifice himself in Chapter 2 for Kurumi just goes to show you how hard he is rock bottom, and how to the point where he doesn't want to live anymore. I can see where he comes from. If he did end up having more screen time, I would love to see if he had an arc where he realizes he has his friends to keep him alive. Ryoma doesn't deserve so much hate, even if his eyes even if his eyes stare into your soul. I definitely agree with that. I feel like he's staring way too much into my soul right now. But you know, I actually agree with this. The problem is, I don't think this is an unpopular opinion, question mark. I don't really see a lot of Ryoma hate. I more so see people go, oh, I just don't like how he looks, or like his design. I don't really see anybody like flat out say, oh, I hate this character. Maybe that's just my experience. Maybe, you know, people absolutely hate this person, or sorry, hate Ryoma, and I haven't seen it. But, you know, whenever I see Ryoma stuff, it's either people love him, or it's people talking about how, oh, he's alright, I guess. So, you know, I mean, I don't think Ryoma's a bad character at all. I think he's a great character. I think his design lets him down, and it's definitely the Teru thing that people bring up all the time, where it's like, oh, if Teru had his beta design, people would like him. And unfortunately, you know, that would be the case, because design makes everything for characters, or for people loving characters. I don't know. I love Ryoma. I wouldn't say I love him. I think he's a great character. I would say I like him. But yeah. Viney, I don't know why I said it like that. Viney Toons, I don't know if I said it wrong, but hello, they said. Unpopular opinion, Peko Yama is one of the few characters to enter the Danganronpa series with the most missed potential, and that Fuyuhiko should have died in Chapter 2 instead of her. Peko's sad about Fuyuhiko's death, could have attempted to kill herself because she felt like she had no reason to live anymore. The gang finds her, Mikon nurses her back to health, and she goes through an arc about her learning to live for herself, as well as someone else, instead of just for someone else like she thought she wanted to do. So, you know, I can definitely agree with this. The problem with this, like, argument, or this, like, unpopular opinion, is that the exact same thing happened, but with Fuyuhiko. The amount of character arc and character development that Fuyuhiko got because of what happened to Peko. So, really, it could go either way when it came to these characters. But, you know, I definitely feel like Peko has a lot of missed opportunity. I would say a lot of characters who die early have, like, way too much missed opportunity. Mahiru, Kurumi, Ryoma, Sayaka, Leon, Mondo, all those characters, they have, like, way so much missed opportunity. I guess I definitely agree with you with Peko. The problem with Peko, as I said, it could go either way with Fuyuhiko and her when it came to Chapter 2. And unfortunately, it went to Fuyuhiko. I still like Fuyuhiko a lot, but I definitely feel like they were so close to each other that if one died over the other, they would definitely have some great character development. And to be fair, I think in Danganronpa V3, we see some character development. I mean, not as much, but I don't know. I definitely agree with you, so do not worry. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to say your name. I don't want to pronounce it because I feel like I'm going to mess it up so bad, so I do apologize. I'm not good at saying names. Either way, they said, Tsumugi was a better mastermind than Junko. I mean, at least Tsumugi actually participated in the game, while Junko was hiding behind a screen. Yeah, I can kind of agree to that. I wouldn't say that she was a better mastermind. Tsumugi did a horrible job of trying to hide in. I don't know, like, the amount of people I'm watching playing the game and they go, oh, it was Tsumugi. I mean, I feel like it was pretty obvious. That's the only problem I have with that. Well, with Junko, I didn't really see anybody, like, guess it was Junko. And here's the thing with Junko, right? She may not have participated, but, you know, there was the whole thing with her and Mukuro switching spots, and at that point I didn't mind it. If she was just sitting behind the screen, not doing anything, then I could totally understand, basically, Danganronpa 2. But yeah, I wouldn't say, in my opinion anyways, I wouldn't say she's a better mastermind than Junko, but that's just me, and you know, that is an unpopular opinion, so yeah. Tiki Lover says, I almost forgot about this one, Sayaka and Kurumi both deserve better. I mean, yeah, as I said with the the Peko section, characters that die really early just have so much more missed potential, and the only way you can really look at them or really look more into their character is in other media or their school events. I think it's school events or salmon events, whatever the fuck it's called nowadays. And you know, it's just one of those things where if you die way too early, then your character's pretty much gone. Even if you love the character and look more into them, they will clearly just not get as much development as certain other characters because as much time wasn't put into them. And you know, that sucks, but what can you do, you know? I definitely agree with you though, Sayaka and Kurumi do both deserve better. I have a couple more here, but I'll save them for next time, and definitely leave your comments or your unpopular opinions in the comment section below, as I'm going to be making another part of these. I like doing them, people like them, and you know, it's just good to talk about Danganronpa, so I'll just read this one and I'll save the rest for next time, whenever that is. I know it was a bit late, so I do apologize, but Pokey says, honestly, I feel that My Hero is severely underrated. In my opinion, she has one of the best talents in the entire franchise. She also seemed really nice and loving person. If you played the free time event, you would know that she loved taking photos randomly to surprise people, and I don't know why, but I find that not only funny, but very heartwarming. She was also one of my favorite character designs. So, yeah, I mean, again, this whole video's theme has been like, oh, characters that had missed opportunity, which, you know, I'm absolutely fine with. When it comes to being an unpopular opinion, I'm not sure if Mahiru is underrated as much. A couple years ago, like 2020 or 2019, yeah, I would definitely say Mahiru was like super underrated. Not many people liked her. But nowadays, I generally feel like there's like so many more Mahiru fans than there was. And a lot of those My Hero fans are actually like staying within the community, while let's say Chiaki fans or whatever, you know, any other fans are like slowly getting out of the community. And you know, that was a bad example, not Chiaki fans, but you know what I mean. My point being that My Hero fans kind of like stay true to their character or like stay put. So that's my opinion. I definitely agree with you 100%. I love My Hero so much. I definitely feel like her talent is very underutilized, but that's just because, like, I mean, how could you use photography, right, in like a very much of a setting like that? I'm jumbling my words, fuck. But you know, what she does is very heartwarming, and she clearly just cares about the people around her. You know, even if she's a bit like sharp on you, or if she's a bit demeaning on you, because I know people didn't like her about her. But you know, it's her upbringing, you know, with her father, and that she doesn't want people to be like her father, who just like was a lazy, not a good person. But you know, it's just one of those things, and you know, Poke, I don't know how to say your name, but I definitely agree with you. Alright, those have been the unpopular Danganronpa opinions. I will be doing more of these in the future. I like doing them, and you know, people seem to like them as they get decent views and a lot of comments actually. These series, like, I get like way more comments than usual, so I guess people are just talking about it or leaving comments. So you know, please feel free to do so, I'll be reading them. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye bye!